Hello guys and welcome for another video with Fen, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I make my point usually in the killing events or like AR, Island Red, Genesis War as well. This is an example on Genesis War, and you can only use this method if you're losing. You could also use that one for Daxil, and I think for Daxil it was the best, to be honest. So if you want to apply this method, there's one rule that you need to apply absolutely. As you can see on the top corner here, I don't have battle fever, and this is super important. You can't do this method if you are on battle fever. So what I would do, I would either relocate to an area where the tower is being burning, like this is the case. So the tower just burned, and I am not on the alliance territory. So that means people can attack my shelter, and that's the way you could make a lot of points. So my shelter can be attacked, so I have focused all my strategy on this game to actually have a really good shelter defense. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So I'm gonna go switch back to the game, and to have a really strong defense, you need a lot of troops. So you see, I've got a lot of troops, and that's why I've got a lot of might on my account. It's mainly because of my troops. I don't have really good armaments, but I have a lot of troops, and these troops really help me to defend my shelter, including the cars. And it's really important to not kill your cars, because cars also has defense and attack stats, so it's better to have more troops than less troops. Even though if it's cars, it's gonna take more space in your hospitals, but it doesn't matter. You have to be online anyway when the people attack your shelter. You don't want to have dead on your shelter attack, so you have to be online to do this. You cannot be offline. Offline means you got zeroed. You don't want to get zeroed, so you don't want to lose any troops. Just make points with your shelter. As mentioned, a lot of troops, don't kill your cars, and then focus your armament on your garrison captain. So I focus all my armaments on my garrison captain. So my garrison captain at the moment is Thunder. I think there's better garrison captain now. Like Riven is really good too. You can have what's his name? Victor. Victor is actually probably the best captain. Actually, no, Victor is the best captain for your shelter defense. Mainly because he got squad buffs. So you can see he's got squad attack and squad HP, and then you got reduction skill damage taken. You got also extra squad attack. You got extra squad HP in Garrison. He's just the best for Garrison. And I would say the second hero is Riven. So him with Riven will be the best, I think, in my opinion now. But anyway, I focus all my armaments on Thunder and my Garrison Captain. So let's go back to the video that I made. So here you see my shelter is getting under attack. So you need to check the numbers. So as you see, I was losing about 2,000 or 3,000 troops, and he was attacking me maybe with 3 or 4 squads, and each squad was losing about 2,000 or 3,000 troops. So I was actually killing more than I was losing. And sometimes you need to really pay attention to this, but you don't want to be rally too much. What you want actually is small players to attack your shelter, because small players, they're gonna lose always a lot of troops, always. And that's what you want. You don't want to be attacked by the big whale. And I'm going to show you the points I've got. So I've got 6.7 million there. And so now people are trying to attack me a little bit, so I cannot relocate, but it doesn't matter because I don't have the battle fever. And if I want to stop the attack, then I'll just put my shield. So this guy is actually really hard. So this guy is actually really strong, and you can see I'm actually losing a lot. So I've got 16,000, 17,000, maybe 20. But you see all on the side, especially this one is losing like 5,000 troops or 4,000 troops. So I'm still making a lot of points. You see, squad is actually getting yellow very quickly. So when it's like this, it's still good to keep your defense going. there's no point to keep it going if you're losing more than what you can kill. And actually, this, I'm going to show you the report later, but on this report, I'm actually doing pretty average, but still. So as you can see, I already had 2, so I already got a lot of points from there. So yeah, still looking at 14,000, but you see, yeah, I've got 1.4, 1.5, sometimes 2.4, 2.6. So it's still really good over like about 10 squad. Like I kill already 1 squad there. There's quite a lot of squad getting yellow. You also need to check that you don't reach your hospital capacity. So it's really important to check here. Like example, hospital capacity is pretty bad. So I start to use my shield, and that's it. I end up the attack just like that. So that's why you need to have the shelter defense, the shield, and not battle fever. So I got so this is the report. So 1.6 to 200. So I lost a lot because this guy is a fucking whale and he's got insane armaments. And same here, I lost quite a bit. Same here, it's not, but not that bad. Same, I lost a lot. But here, you know, I had small players, so I'm actually killing way more. So that's good. And here's good too. Here's is yeah, average. And then here's, yeah, pretty good too. Like here, I killed a fucking lot. You see, this is awesome. That's what you want to achieve. Like having a really low loss for really hot, really high kill. Same here is pretty good. There pretty good, and then yeah, still here pretty good. That's the AoE damage actually. And then I think it's gonna be 0 or a little bit here. So it would have been nice if the Alice guy was not there and just have small players attacking my shelter. I would have made way more points. So this is really good. But it is what it is, and that's why you need to be online. You need to in charge of the attack. You need to check what's going on, and if it turns really bad, just put your shield and just go away. But if it's really good, you're making a lot of points very easily in a very small amount of time. I could have stayed a little bit longer here, but I was not making that much points on it, so I prefer to stop it earlier. So now let's check the point that I made totally. So here I've got 29 million points, and I started with 6 million, so I made 23 million points just with that attack in a really small period of time. So that's why it's so important to have a really good shelter defense, so you can make quite a bit of points just with your shelter. So that's it for the small video I had on my shelter attack, but I always forget to record this kind of attack because I think people underestimate how much points you can make with it. And if I check on my book, so I'll actually record some of it. Let's see which one it is. This guy, for example, or this lady, that was on AR, and she was absolutely insane and so stupid. Like, and I was lucky. Just because of that, I was so lucky. So you see, I lost 200 for 700. But then if you check the other ones, 200 for 2.3 million, and then 200 for 1.2, and then 100 for 1.5 nearly, 200 for 1.9, and then 10 for 800. So this is the kind of thing you can achieve with a really good shelter defense. And after I got rally, even 3 rallies on my shelter. I think it was this one. This one. Probably. It was not crazy. I actually lost as well a lot of troops in my put a lot of troops in the hospital. Yeah, this one. So this one I got 3 rallies, and then so I lost a lot. You see here, like this is really bad, and I kept it going because I had other people attacking me. So if I check, like her again, she lost so many troops on just these small attacks. Like here again, and just because of her, I made all my points. And on these 2 shelter attacks, I probably kill like 2.2 or 2.5 million troops, and I made 80 million points on AR just with 2 small shelter attacks. Took maybe 5 minutes, so it's very efficient if you are a bit lucky. And yeah, it is really good. Yeah, she lost so much. Yeah, it is a really good and effective method to make points, and I definitely recommend you to do that. Like, focus on a really good shelter defense, lot of troops. Don't be stupid. Like, don't attack shelter that you know you're gonna lose a lot of troops. And in general, try to avoid any shelter attack. Only rally if you can. And so like that, you avoid losing your troops. It's really important to be conservative there and really stack your amount of troops, and then focus all your armament on your garrison captain. That's my recommendation. And if I had to do it again, I would do exactly the same thing, just because it's just so effective, as you can see. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're gonna do this technique and don't be stupid like this. Like, some people don't attack the big guys shelters, and save your troops. Really, it is important to have a really good amount of troops to defend your shelter. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.